What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over Jade protocol. I've had a lot of people ask me, is this a solid project? Is this a good investment? So today we will go over the recent price action. We will look at the rebase projects. We'll look at the dashboard. We'll look at some docs. We'll look at their Twitter. All of that is in store. And maybe at the end, I will give Jade protocol, Jade, a risk evaluation score out of 10. So stay tuned for that. All I ask of y'all is to please like this video, spread my channel around. I'm trying to grow, trying to get the word out there, guys. Just trying to be candid with y'all. So this is going to be a off the cusp, straightforward video. It's not scripted. I don't have a professional voice and a ton of notes written down, so this is just going to be me looking at this with you and going over my honest thoughts. So let's get into it. We are already on Jade Protocol's. Sorry, my phone's ringing. We're already on CoinGecko. We're looking at the price of Jade Protocol, which has been on a downturn recently. Why is that? I'm not sure, because from what I can tell, this looks like a pretty solid project. Looking at Jade, it is, I believe, the first on fork that is on the Binance Smart Chain network. So in a way, that's genius, because if you look at the Binance coin, it's number 3 out of all crypto projects in terms of market cap. So there's a lot more people invested in Binance coin, and that has availability to Binance that can jump over to this. It can lead to a lot of exposure for Jade, for new investors. So looking at the price, in the past 24 hours, looks like it was a little over 310, right at 314. It has been down today. It's been down a lot in the past week, whereas it hit 469, 470 bucks, almost 480 right there, and it's been down as low as 230. So if you do your own research on this and you come to find out that you are interested in Jade, right now is an excellent get-in price for you. It's an excellent buying opportunity. This is super, you could say, discounted. Overall, let's just go to max. I think this thing's been around since about, November 20th, November 21st. Had the big run up to 635. Went down back to 250 and then bounced back up to right at 500, 507. And it's just been semi on a downtrend since. So the price does not look great, in my opinion, as far as stability on the chart side of things. But as far as, we don't know where the bottom is going to be, obviously. But we know that if it is at the bottom, you're at a very good price to buy in at. So I like the price in terms of getting in. I don't like the price in terms of why hasn't the price been super sustained and been up towards the $400 mark? Like, why is it not leveling off? I know the market's down, but it just seems like it's had trouble maintaining its momentum. But if I was to get in on this, it would be right now, honestly, because who knows? This thing could shoot back up. We just don't know. We can look at the rebase projects in terms of 24-hour volume and market capitalization. And we can see, I mean, they've had more volume than Time Wonderland. And the market cap is no slouch. So there's a lot of people invested in this project. So it may even, I think it leads the market right now in terms of 24-hour volume, which they have some news where they're dropping airdrop rewards So I think that's happening in a couple hours. So of course, it has a lot of interest. It has a lot of people, waiting to see what those rewards are about. And I think there's qualifications on those. I think the most recent qualification is just making sure you're bought in and staked. The 3-3 method, basically, that you have bought Jade and you've staked it on their platform for the past several days. And that's basically all it takes to qualify for the airdrop rewards. Now, I'm not in on this personally, but looking at their dashboard, their main site, this thing looks really good. I think it is set apart in terms of being aesthetically pleasing. This doesn't look like Snowbank or even Ohm, where it's like plain Jane vanilla. This thing has some pizzazz to it. They have a video pinned to their main dashboard. There's next airdrop. Looks like they're dropping a little over $1 million worth of rewards, so that's cool. There's how to win. Like I said, buy, stake, don't sell. That's all it takes. The APY is crazy, a lot higher than what we thought a couple weeks ago when we were seeing projects that were coming out with APYs of, 500,000%. Well, this one's over 6 million, which I feel like is in the middle, considering you have projects like LifeDAO and IceDAO and Galaxy Goggle that are just in the septillions and quintillions and ridiculous numbers. So to me, this is not that crazy. It is sustainable. There's the price. It's saying in your 5-day ROI, you're approximately at the current numbers going to make 16% in 5 days. Next rebase reward. The market cap is over a $250 million, so that's good to see. The Jade supply, which shows that they've been burning coins as well to keep the price up, but also just make this a sustainable project. The treasury market balance looks really good. I mean, $90 million, that seems like a very sustainable number for this thing to keep ramping up and keep going. So the actual stake screen does look a little bit more simplistic, but I mean, what more can you do on here besides, and I think it's actually cool that up here at the top they have your earnings per day. So as far as being pinned up at the top right like that and showing what you're making per day, I haven't seen another project that has it set up quite like this. So I don't have my wallet connected. Like I said, I'm not in this. We're checking it out together. The calculator looks, pretty basic. Everything else looks pretty good. I believe I'll have to find out. Let me go back to there. See, JPro, charts, docs, vote. You can also bond on here or mint, which those are, to me, two interchangeable terms. Jade, BUSD, pretty decent 6.6% discount if you want to bond. And their Twitter also, guys, I mean, they're pretty active, and seems like they tweet a lot, so that's good to know that they're not just MIA, missing and not actually interacting with their community. Okay, 19 hours ago, announcement just burned about $15 million worth of Jade. This is larger than our last, making Jade even scarcer. So that's the more scarcity, the higher the price, because it becomes a limited commodity. So it seems like they tweeted a lot around 18, 19 hours ago. there's them coming out just basically saying, bro, I literally said the airdrop is going to happen at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, da-da-da. So you can give them a follow. I mean, their following is no peanuts. I mean, they have 50.5K. They have over 50,000 followers on Twitter. So that's always a good sign to see. I approve of that. We can look at their docs, which I know at the bottom I saw here, Jade Protocol will be the first release under the Fair Launch Foundation and the second project from the Smart Coin team. Who are we? The Fair Launch Foundation is a collective composed of lead developers from both Google and Amazon, a Harvard professor, industry-leading marketing veterans, and that's probably the most impressive thing about Jade is them doing the airdrop thing, just all the graphics, the way they try to entice investors. They have a really, really solid marketing team, it seems like. A game architect and a Y Combinator alum. We have a direct advisory board comprised of core members of both Avalanche and Trader Joe. To ensure the safety of our team and the impartiality of our project, our team and advisor group has voted to remain anonymous to the public, which that's not scary. That's not anything abnormal. A lot of these Ohm Forks or DAO projects, they have anonymous teams, so that doesn't really worry me too much. Here they go into who or what is Jade Protocol. Jade Protocol is a decentralized reserve currency platform on the Binance Smart Chain. I really like that. Jade's reserves are crypto assets held by the Jade Protocol Treasury. Jade is a free-floating currency backed by our treasury supply of the stablecoin BUSD. Jade is backed by BUSD, not pegged to it. This allows the Jade token to achieve a stable floating value while never falling below the value of its backed assets. Here's a list about how Jade Protocol is different from other reserve currencies. It's available on the Binance Smart Chain. We've went over that a few times. Jade Protocol utilizes a different fee recapture ratio. 10% of treasury will be used for buyback and token burn. Our treasury will be spending 5% of its reserves to invoke Metcalfe's law and leverage an industry-leading marketing budget. And you say they have a roadmap down here where they've checkmarked their accomplishments, and they have stuff in December that they're trying to get done. Public-facing wallet reputation metrics, Discord Diamond Hand bot, cosmetic role reflection of above, subdomain for monitoring all Jade burn events. Like, they have goals that they're trying to accomplish, and that's really good to see that it's just not a page where there's no documentation, there's no utilization. It's just stake for an insane APY, and I think that's where people are just getting bit. Like, they're just seeing these new projects come out, and they have ridiculously high APYs, like way higher than this, and they just think, okay, well, I'm going to jump in this, and then, it could be a possible rug pull. So that's what's so scary. It seems like this project has a lot going for it. It seems like there was a lot of thought put into this. There's seems like a bright future that they're trying to accomplish goals, and they have standards set, and they have things they want to do to further this project. And I think that's one thing that sets it apart. They have YouTube videos pinned showing you how to get Jade and stake it, which you don't have to go to YouTube. You can watch it here, which is cool. I mean, they really go into explaining everything. and it seems really meticulously laid out. And I guess the real question, what it comes to, is would I invest in Jade protocol? I'm going to say absolutely, because it seems like it has some staying power, a good team behind it. Just it checks all the boxes, in my opinion. So if I had to evaluate a risk score out of 10, which keep in mind most of these DAO projects or Olympus forks, they would be 9 out of 10. I'm not going to put my money just anywhere. But because this falls under those, categories, and, it's still fairly new, but they do have a lot of things going for it, and the marketing is genius. They're on Binance Smart Chain. I'm going to give this risk score a 5 out of 10. I don't really think, if you want to stay in this several months, I don't think you have to watch your back. I don't think it's super, super risky. It seems pretty solid from everything that I can tell. So I really like it. It's probably one of 3 that I would look at and invest in still that I don't have. I have not been in their Discord. I've only been reading, up on their website, documentation, just skimming through that stuff, checking out their activity on Twitter, their volume, all that, and everything looks pretty solid. And I can't find it, but I know I saw, okay, that's Deck Screener. They got Deck Screener implemented where you can look at the chart live. I mean, pretty cool stuff. And I think, I can't find it, but the runway was I think pushing, it was well over 200 days. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This thing has staying power. So that's just my honest, off the cusp thoughts about this. Definitely do your own research, invest at your own risk, but I really like Jade, everything I've seen about it. I don't see any major red flags. So, y'all check it out if y'all want to. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all for the next episode.